Let's just start the class of ratio and proportion. Ratio and proportion is the very important class. By using the concept of ratio and proportion, these concepts will help you in the problem. Many types of terms like ages, problems, time and work, distance and time, and dis- distance and time, and also maybe other problems we will solve using the concept of the ratio and proportion. A ratio, ratio is represented. Suppose A and B are the two values, then the ratio in between A and B is represented in this symbol, and it's equal to A by B. Suppose A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 30. Then we will going to find the ratio in this way. We'll write and remove the common factor, that means HCF, because we want to keep the ratio in simplest form. That means we are going to get 1:3. If it does not matter if we don't keep in simplest form, then we will going to hit the big calculation, and it's not a big deal. Your question will not going to incorrect anytime. Let's discuss the properties of the ratio. Suppose A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. Then the first property is, if you multiply a ratio by any number, then it's not going to change. So A ratio B is equivalent to lambda times A ratio lambda times B. It's a sign of equivalent. And suppose A ratio B ratio C ratio D, it's any hmm, any values, any number of values like E, or guide some other way. Let's take A1 ratio A2 ratio A3 up to N is equal to B1 ratio B2 ratio B3 ratio up to Bn. Then any linear combination of these values upon other linear combination of these values. Suppose pick some values like A1 ratio A2, A1 A5, mm, mm, any linear combination of these values upon any linear combination of these values. That means alpha 1 a1 plus alpha 2 a2 up to alpha m an from beta 1 a1 beta 2 a2 beta n an will be equal to same constants alpha b1 alpha 2 b2 and alpha n bn upon beta 1 b1 beta 2 b2 to beta n bn where alpha alpha 1 alpha 2 and so on alpha n are constants and real values. Same similarly beta 1 beta 2 beta 1 are also Let- let's take example. Suppose A ratio B ratio C ratio is equal to B ratio E ratio F. Then any linear combination, suppose A plus B divided by B plus C will be equal to, here the coefficient of A is equal to 1 and A is representing D in this ratio. Then D ratio B representing E, B plus E divided by B representing E, C representing F equal. I have told you that you can create any linear combination. Either you can create A plus B plus C upon any number you can associate with this. Replace, write the coefficients and A represents D, B represents E, F represents C, and B represents E. Any linear combination of these left hand side values will be equal to the same linear combination of right hand side values, ratio of right side values. Either I think you know the meaning of the linear combination. I'm not going to explain you because it's useless in SSC. So not only plus, there should be, you can take minus any like some plus minus anything. Let me take another. Let's consider other linear combination. Suppose A ratio, B ratio, C ratio, mm, D is equal to E ratio, F ratio, G ratio, H. And we are going to consider 2A minus 3B plus 4C, 2B minus 5B. Then it will be equal to 2B minus 3B representing F, 4. Mm, no, keep it at C. It's D. 4C representing B, 2B representing F, minus 5D representing H. Any linear combination will be equal. Let's do some numeric problems on this. Example, suppose A ratio, B ratio, C ratio, they are equal to 2 ratio, 5 ratio, 12 ratio, 15, and they will ask you to calculate it. Suppose 3A, 5B minus 4C upon 4A, 5D, 9A. Then is equal to plus. The only thing you have to do, A is representing 2, B is 5, C 12, B is 15. Replace these values and you are going to get the answer. 3 into 2, 5 multiplied by 5, minus 4, C representing 12, B 5, D represented 15, 9. Solve this and you are going to get the image. Let- Let's discuss the type of the problem. Another type of problems. Mm. In this chapter, you are going to encounter some of these type of problem. Suppose you will be given some ratio like A ratio B is equal to 3 ratio 2, anything, and B ratio C is equal to 4 ratio, or any ratio 4 ratio supports 9. Then you will ask to find A ratio B ratio C. In these type of question you will see, when the two given are any number of given ratio, we will see at least one of them is common. And if suppose here b is a common and b is constant value, b is a value, here b is in 3 parts, here b is in 9 parts. Sorry, here b is in 4 parts. Parts matlab here b is 3 unit, here b is 4 unit. So our main aim is B is here 3 unit and B is here 4 unit. It means value of 1 unit is different in this ratio and value of 1 unit is different in this ratio. Then our main aim is mm, to equal the value of these units. So to do this, we will take the LCM and make these units equal. Then we will go. Then we will going to get the number of value of one unit equal in both ratio, because in the b is constant in this ratio. When these two values will be equal, then b value of b is constant. He suppose he it's let's first make this equal, then it's a and b. Then we are going to explain. First we are going to learn how will equal these. Take the LCM of common. Oh, sorry. A ratio, B ratio, C. A ratio is 2 ratio 3 and B ratio is 4 ratio 9. As we know, value of B is B is a value. In this ratio, B is in 3 parts. In this ratio, B is in 4 units. In 3 units, 4 units. If we equal the way to equal the number of units is take the LCM. Its LCM is 12, and first LCM divide the LCM with 3. You are going to get 4 multiplied, that ratio is 4, and multi in this ratio its value is 4, so divide LCM by 4, you will going to get it 3. Then your ratio will become it's 8, and we are multiplied with 3, it's 12, it's 17, and as we know up now it's 12 unit, it's 12 units. It means value of 12 unit is equal to b. Yeah, it means 1 is equal to b by 12. And in this here in this ratio also value of 1 unit is b by 12. It means value of 1 unit is equal in this ratio as well as in this ratio. It means now it means A ratio B ratio C is equal to x 12 units, x 8 unit, x 27 unit. You don't have to learn. I have explained the concept how I get this, but when you have to solve the problems, need to you don't need to do these steps. You you have to only do let's take another example, and I'm going to tell you what you have to do when you are solving the problem. Suppose you have given A ratio B ratio is equal to 5 ratio 9, B ratio C is equal to any value. Suppose 7 ratio 12. Oh, sorry. 7 ratio 12. Then you are asked to find A ratio B ratio C. Then you have to do nothing, write A B C, and first ratio 5 ratio 9, second ratio 17. Just simply multiply this ratio with this value. B is common. V is common. In these type of question, key point is there is at least one value that will be common. In this question, B is common. You have to find the common value. In this in this question, common value is 7. In this question, common value is 9. So multiply this ratio with 7, this ratio with 9, and write the values. Write A will become, write 7 multiplied by A will become 35. B will become 63. You can take B from anything because B is equal in both. Our main concept is to equal the B. B not be in this question B. In some question maybe any value that is common, and here 1 0 12 ratio 9. It's the desired ratio, and now you have find ABC. If suppose they will ask you AC, here A is 35 and C is 108, then the A ratio C is this value. And suppose B ratio C, B is इतना, C is इतना, then A ratio B is इतना. A is this, B is this, then A ratio B is this value. Suppose B ratio is already given. You have to simplify now. Now take a one step forward and take an other example. Suppose A ratio, B ratio, C ratio, D ratio is equal to 5, 7, 12, 16. Example number 2. And B ratio, P ratio, Q ratio are equal to 3, sorry, 3 ratio 9 ratio 10 ratio 12. And you want to calculate the ratio between any two. uh, we generally calculate the ratio between all values, then you can calculate between any two. And then in these type of question, I have already mentioned you at least one value is common in this ratio B, in this ratio B. In any value may be common, and we have to consider the common value and make the common value equal. To make the equal, either you can take LCM, or you can, if you take the LCM, you are going to get less calculation. You don't need to simplify then maximum times. But the simplest way is in this ratio. Now you have to find, suppose B, A ratio, B ratio, C ratio, X, suppose XD, and P ratio, Q ratio, R. You have to find the ratio between these. You have to calculate these. Then write the 5, 7, 12, 16. And in this B is equal to 3, and P9, Q10, R12. As we know B is common both, then we will equate the value of B in both. Here B is 7, multiply here B 3, then cross this 3, multiply the here B 3, then first ratio will be multiplied with 3, and here B 7, these second ratios will be in this way. We are going B will be equal, because here B will be 21 and here will be also. After multiplying these values, write the A is multiplied, these ratios are multiplied by 3, and B is common. You can take the B is common, and either get the value of B from this, or this will be equal, because our main aim is, in these question, our main aim is to equate the values of common, where 15, 21, 36, 48, these ratios are multiplied by 7. Suppose if you don't write the value of B from this, if you going to write the value from this, it will be from here, it is also continue. Now 9 ratio 9 multiplied by 7, R is equal to 84. And now if you ask between any two, suppose A ratio B, here A is 15 and P is 63, then A ratio P is 15 ratio 63. You have to simplify 5 ratio. Now if you find the ratio between all values, then you can calculate the any ratio. Suppose b ratio b is equal to in this 21 and p is equal to 63, 1 ratio through in this way. And an, and another type of problem that you are going to encounter in this is, is example number 3. Suppose you have given a ratio b is equal to 2 ratio 3, b ratio c is equal to given 4 ratio 5, and c ratio d is equal to 6 ratio 7. And you are asked to find a ratio, b ratio, c ratio, d. We are all in all problems you don't need to calculate all ratio, but we are generally find all ratio so that you can easily calculate. If you find the ratios between all values, then you will easily calculate between any to any three or any values. In these questions you have to follow the steps. Here the 3 things are given. Then take first any two in which at least one should be common. Then we are going to take first and second. In these type of ratios, b is common, so that we can first calculate a ratio, b ratio, c. We will directly calculate the a ratio, b ratio, c. Here b is 3, here b is 4. It means these ratio will be multiplied by 4 and these ratios will be multiplied by 3. When these ratios will be multiplied by 4, a will become, because value of b is in this 4, so these ratios will be multiplied by 4, it's 8, and value of b is 12, then multiplied for value of c. Common, the value is common in b, then you can either take from this, either from this, you will get the same, because uh, we do the multiplications to make the value of b equal from both, and value of c you will going to get, because value of b is 3, it means these ratios will be multiplied by 3, 15. Now you find the ratios between a, b, c, and c ratio d is given. C ratio d is given. Now if you can see c is common in both. Now if c is common, now you can calculate a ratio, b ratio, c ratio d easily, because in this ratio c is common, and in this ratio we make the c equal. You can multiply the you can use the class multiplication in this also, but we are not going to do class. We are going to make by LCM 6 and 8 LCM of 6 and 8 is equal to 80, 24. Then if LCM is 24, and in this ratio value of c, oh sorry, it's mistake, value of c in this 6, and by value of c in this ratio 15. We can do direct cross multiplication, but LCM is more better way to do, because in cross multiplication we have to do multiply with values. So LCM of 15 and 6 is equal to 30. So here the value of C 30. So divide the, now you have to find from which value we should multiply. In this ratio, C is 15. Divide LCM by 15. It's going to get 2. So multiply this ratio with 2 and this ratio. With here the value of C is equal to 6 and LCM is equal to 30. You are going to get it means multiply it's these value, this ratio is 5. So let's multiply and whatever we're going to get is the ratios. 2, it means A is equal to 16, B is equal to 24. You can take the value of C either from this or from this. We will going to get the same. Now if you are asked to find ratio A ratio C, B ratio D, you can any combination you can calculate easily. Suppose you have to find A ratio D. A is equal to 16, D is equal to 15. Now we'll learn some of the concepts by using the questions that we are going to directly use in problem solving. Suppose let's consider a situation. Suppose A ratio B is equal to 2 ratio 5 and we add 400 to B. Then suppose it is going to be 1 ratio 6. Then we are asked to find initial values of and we let's explain the question. Suppose A and B are the two values which initial ratio is 2 ratio 5. When 400 added to B, then the ratio becomes this. Then we have to find the initial values of A and B. In this question, as you know, here A is constant. V- v- We don't add anything to A. We add 400 to B. So make the value A equals. Take the LCM 2 and 1. LCM is 2. Divide 2 by 1. Here value 2, LCM 2, divide 2, you will get 1. And here 1, divide 1. Then you have 2 divided by 1 is 2. Multiply with 2. Your new ratio becomes 2 ratio 5 and 2 ratio 12. As you know, our we equated the value of 2 because in this first situation A is 2 unit. In the first situation A was 2 unit. In second situations when we added 400 to B, then A is 1 unit. Then our main aim is to make here A is 1 unit, here A is 2 unit. Our main aim is to make the value of units equal because A is constant, and then if we make the ratio equal, then the value of 1 unit in this ratio will be A by 2 and value of 1 unit in this ratio will be also a by 2. It means here value of B is 5 unit, here the value of B 12 units. We now we know the value of one unit is same in both ratios. So if the value of unit is same in both ratios, so you can apply any mathematical operation on these values. As you learn in algebra, when A and B, as you learn in algebra, when the A plus A becomes 2A, it means if the value of unit is same, you can do any mathematical operation on these values. Then value of B is initially 5, then it becomes 12. It means it increased 7 unit, and as we know it, the actual increase was 400. It means value of 7 unit is 400. It means value of 1 unit is 400 divided by 7. So initial value of A will be initial ratio is this. It means A is equal to value of 1 unit is 400 by 7, and initially A is 2 unit. Value of B. Value of 1 unit is, and initially value is 5 unit. I have explained this problem, what is the concept behind it. But when you fit in exam, you don't need to do, you have to identify the constant value and make the constant value equal, and then do the operations. Let's take another example to what you have to do in exam. Suppose A ratio B is equal to, let's take a question, 3 ratio 7, and when we add, suppose 900, then it becomes 4 ratio 11. In this case, we have to find the value of A and B. Simply take the LCM of here. First step, you have to find what is constant. There may be A, there may be B, but as we know, we have 900 to B, then it becomes this ratio. Then as we know A is constant, then make the A equal. You can do cross multiplication either, or you can take the LCM to make the calculations easy. Here LCM and cross multiplication will work same because these numbers are co-prime. So do the cross multiply this ratio is 4 and multiply this ratio is 3. It's initially it's become 12 and 28. It will become 12 and 11. 33. As we know, age constant initially it's 28 unit and become 30 and 3 units. It means it increased 5 unit and actually it increased 900. It means value of 1 unit is equal to 9, value of 5 unit is equal to 900. It means 1 unit is equal to 900 by 5. That is Now you can calculate any initial ratio in this, final ratio in this, and as you know value of one unit in both ratios is equal. So if you either you can initial values or you can final values. Suppose you have to find in this question I given find the value of a and b initial. A value of suppose you have to find the value of a one unit is 180, initially value of a is 12 unit. In this way value of one unit is 180 and initially it's 28 units. Nine. No, not only b, a may be constant. Not only a, b may be constant. Either a or b will be constant in this type of problem. Anyone may be constant, but at least one should be constant. Let's do another type of problems. Let's consider a and b two values. Its initial ratio suppose 4:7, and when we add, now we are going to add same value in both. When we going to add suppose 400 to both values a and b, then the ratio becomes suppose 6:3, suppose 6:8, 6:8, that is going to be 3:4. Okay, in this case you you are asked to find the value of a and b initially or finally. Suppose we have to find the value of a and b initially. You have to find the value of a and b simply. Then as we know, we have added same values to a and same value to b. It means difference between a and b will be constant here and here. And here difference is 3 unit. Here difference is 1 unit. If we make the difference equal units, then the as we know difference is constant and the unit difference is same. It means value of one unit will become same in both ratios. Then we can simply apply any mathematical operations to make the equal. Here it's right a b 4:7, 3:4. Here difference is 3. Here difference is 1. It means if we multiply these values, do the cross multiplication or the LCM. Simply we can take the LCM. It means here if we multiply this, then you can see, do the cross multiplication. If we multiply 1 with 1, then it will remain same. If we multiply it will become 9, it will become 12. as you know. Now that we can created the difference in 3 here, it's already 3. It means using this way we can make the difference equal. As we know, we have added 400 to both. It means difference is here and difference is here same. It means suppose that difference was anything. Here that is 3 unit. It means value of 1 unit will be, suppose difference is 3, then c by 3, and difference is same, unit is same, and value of next in this part it also. It means we have equ- we have now we value of 1 unit in both ratios is same. So now we can apply any mathematical operation, write the new ratios. Now take any side. Suppose it's become 4. It was initially 4, then become 5. It means it increased 5, and as we know we have added 400. It means 5 unit is equal to 400. It means 1 unit is equal to 80. Now you can find the value of A and B. It's the ratio of A and B. It means A is equal to value of 1 unit is 80. It's 4 unit. B is equal to value of 1 unit is 50. It was 7. We are building the concepts. We are not telling you that these are the tricks. We are telling you the concept why we are equating the values, why we are making the difference, unit difference constant. Our main, mm, we can apply any mathematical operation on different ratios if the value of 1 unit is same in mm, both ratios, then we can apply any mathematical operations. So in ratio the questions of ratio and proportion, our main aim is to equate the value of ratio and proportion, value of units in either 2 and 3, any number of ratios. Suppose, and we will learn many concepts in this chapter, and we will not going to learn anything as a trick. We will explain the what is the real reason, what is the concept behind that, why we equate the values, and we will use these concepts, ratio and proportion, directly in mixture, allegation, agents, and many other questions. In mixture and allegation, all questions will be solved from this distance and time, work, power, time and work. All the question m- will be solved from these not all, but maximum questions. And by learning these concepts we can make the questions very simple.